Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. And it's bonfire night. We ain't got no fireworks this year, couldn't be bothered. I was going to get some for the little fella, but being as we're not really officially allowed to see him, we can babysit him, but we can't see him. That's how I suppose you could always bring him around at this time of night and pretend we're babysitting, but you know, that'd be naughty, wouldn't it? So, tonight, reviewing Stout Keith. I got this from drinksupermarket.com. And it says here, wake up and smell the coffee stout, 5%. R's and W's. A rich, sweet stout with dark coffee added during the aging stage of the beer. Hints of espresso, thick molasses, milk, chocolate, and jungles. Okay, we lied about the jungles. I do like a sense of humour. So Keith Brewery, not only do they do a lot of different Keith stuff, there's Noel there, that's one of theirs. I've got a few of theirs all in one go. I was trying to get a load of them. Hair Keith is over here. I've reviewed one of them. And they're also the makers of Brewmeister, World's Strongest Beer. I know how that review went, nearly 2-hour review. Tell you what, I was not rough, proper rough, but I felt it for days after that. It's also International Stout Day, hence why I'm drinking a stout. And I already spoke to the wife. Because of how cold it is in the beer room and the temperature of the beers, more importantly, not my temperature, but the temperature of the beers, I'll be transferring a lot of the stuff, the dark beers, Christmas beers, well, certainly Christmas beers that are stouts, up to the house and doing them reviews in the house rather than the shed, or the beer room as I like to call it. So, I didn't pour it properly. I've got a head like one. It's got Donald Trump's head, big bloody head. Can you see the air? So black pour, dark tan head. Oh yeah, gorgeous aroma. A true stouty, roasty, toasty aroma. Yeah, you definitely get the espresso and the chocolate. So that's me. I broke up. I'm now furloughed. And for how long? I mean, the furlough scheme has now been extended till March of next year, the end of March. So, obviously, that's going to be interesting. With regards to work, because like my workplace, it's not open at the moment. It's not been open for since lockdown began in the first place. If we don't come out of the lockdown at the beginning of December, will I be on this? And basically I'm doing a part furlough, so I'm on a 2-day week. I'm being topped up with furlough. Will that mean that'll carry on? I mean, to be honest, in the winter months, to be off for most of the rough part of winter, it's actually a godsend. It's going to be interesting. Let's put it that way. So, happy International Stout Day. That means I've got to upload it earlier than I was planning to upload it, because I've already put. I did a beer haul earlier, Adventure Beers, some cracking beers, and they're all lined up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still remember a bit of it. I couldn't tell you any more, but I remember a bit. It was French and German. from school days. Ooh, definitely got some nice taste to it. I've got to be honest, I prefer stouts at room temperature. Hence why, like I've said, that there's going to be a bit of a mass clear out of stouty beers. All the IPAs and stuff, all that stuff stopping down here. There's no need for that to go up to the house. But any porters, dark beers, stouts, all up. Which in some ways will give the be a bit of a clear out of the shelves in some ways. Although there's the odd ones you look at, you think, is that a stout? Is it not? You know. I mean, the three there, they're definitely got to go up the arse. So is that chocolate milkshake. Nollies are red, he's not right. Ciders, lagers, spirits, they're all fine because they're where they are. And I'll have to get the old gas fire back out again and get another bottle. Oh. So there's a few more of the Keiths that I haven't had yet. I don't intend to do another drink supermarket order until they sort out their single bottles. They had loads of single bottles before lockdown happened, and what happened was it kind of killed it because after that they've all gone to cases. Cases are alright if you want to order cases, but me reviewing, I can't afford to order a case just to do one bottle. I mean, obviously I'd drink them anyway, but it's not what I want to do, so hence I don't. But they're losing custom that way. So, as are other companies. Sell your stuff single bottles and in mixed cases. Some people can afford some bloody expensive fireworks. I mean, me, at the moment, I wouldn't spend 100 quid on fireworks. I'd rather spend 100 quid on eating for the house. Or beer. At least with beer, the enjoyment lasts longer. And is ultimately more rewarding. Nice bite on the back end. Yeah, you definitely get the coffee. Molasses, I'm not really sure what molasses is. I've definitely got the chocolate in that. Maybe I'm tasting it, but I'm not quite sure what it is. And you do get that with a lot of beers. You read the bottle, if you bother to read the bottle. You read it and you think, okay, let's see if I can pick this out. Sometimes you just can't pick it out, but sometimes you don't know. Caramel is one. It can be very hard to find sometimes. And it's just, you know, you never win all the time with beers, trying to pick out the right flavours and that. So, thinking about Christmas, yesterday I did a beer haul from Adventure Beer, so they're sat there. And I seen that Low Cost Beer's got a beer advent calendar. And I thought, 45 quid, I thought, that's a decent price. I don't mind paying 45 quid. Especially if it's for a load of beers that I never normally see. And hopefully, there's some Christmas beers in there. I'm a big believer in, if you're going to get a bloody advent calendar, you want Christmas beers in that advent calendar. Or at least beers that look like the Christmas beers. You know, so, like, themed that way. Because at the end of the day, it's all theming, isn't it? I mean, like the Sadler's Christmas Pudding Stout that I've got there, Peaky Blinder. Although it's not quite what it was. But if that was brought out as a Christmas, a normal a pudding stout at any other time of the year, it'd do well. The Christmas pudding stout, obviously, for Christmas. Just been to Own Bargains, nothing. I picked up a ginger beer that's up the house that I had never had before. But, yeah, boring. No flipping Christmas beers. Been into Aldi, picked up a load of meat for Christmas. Some some chickens, chicken crowns. Do it now, then it's all out of the way, and we know what we're getting for Christmas. And you know, we're like normal people. Well, we are normal people. Try to be anyway. Yeah. And we always stock up on loads of joints and that. I don't know how these people smoke joints. Not my cup of tea. But anyway, yeah. Pick up loads of joints for Christmas. I picked up some chicken tonight, garlics, chicken crowns as well. Picked up some steaks. We've got about 20 steaks upstairs in the freezer there. I'll be having steak every day soon. I do like a nice steak, I must admit. And over the next few weeks, but then you get to the stage, and I'm sure everyone's the same, where you buy food for summer, i.e. burgers, and you end up with a load of burgers in the freezer, and you think, oh, fucking hell, I've got to get rid of these burgers to make space for the Christmas food. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to be having burgers, sausage and all that sort of thing, just to get rid of it. And then we've got ice creams that need getting rid of, so we can get some nice Christmassy food. We tend not to buy fresh food for Christmas too much, because it just goes to waste. You buy that much, you never eat the bleeder. So, now I spoke to Mr. Adventure Beer today, and he's such a sound bloke. He's a fan of beer, like myself, you know, like most of us, really. And he was telling me about the Adventure Beer Advent Calendar. And it's 75 quid, but you're getting a good money's worth out of it. You're not getting robbed like you would. You see, some of these Advent calendars, you do get robbed a bit. You're paying over the price for the beers. These beers, they're all special beers. And he's on about doing a real special beer for the 24th, which I think is a brilliant thing to do. You know, it's and mostly quite a lot of Christmassy themed beers. I didn't say they're all going to be, but he's going to try to go that way. And I think, again, that's fantastic. 75 quid, it's a good price. It's what you pay for a lot of these Advent calendars. But a lot of them, you're getting multi beers that are all the same. And every beer is going to be different. If not Christmas themed, like dark beers and that, and all sorts of different alcohol percentage beers. So, you know, I owned an Arge yesterday and I didn't press the bloody buy button. Now I'm at the stage where I'm thinking, got to get it, got to. And I ain't got meant long to get it, because it's like the 5th of November now. So I need to get ordering soon before he runs out of stock and I end up buggering myself up. So I'm going to have 2 beer calendars for the month of December. I was tempted to buy the wine Advent calendar from Audi today, 50 quid. Good beers, good wines rather. But in the end, I bottled it, and I'm not. I'm just going to stick to the beers, as you do. Enjoying this, a truly decent stout. It's nice at this temperature. In my opinion, be much better room temperature. So I will do another review of it at a certain stage at room temperature. And that's one of my jobs for tomorrow. Take a load of these beers, have a bit of a clear out, as they say, and take a load of beers up the house and get them warm. And that will please the wife no end. And luckily there's not that many dark beers. Well, not that I can see anyway. But I'm sure as I go through them, there'll be more than I realise. I'm even going to set some of my homebrew beers up as well. Some of them need to be warm, so they mature quicker. So, very enjoyable beer, I've got to say. I've got most of the elements. I'm not really sure what molasses is. Is it like a treacle type of thing? I'm not sure. I don't know everything, and I don't profess to either. So, what a nice beer. I've had 2 or 3 of the Keiths now, and I've got to say, very nice. If you want them national, you'll have to go to Drink Supermarket. If you live close by, you can order from their website and do a click and collect. Or, yeah, I don't think they deliver nationwide. I think that's why they use Drink Supermarket. But I may be wrong. I will put a link up. I'm doing that now with most breweries now. I'm putting a link to their shop page. It's my way of, I mean, obviously I've bought all these beers, so it's not like I'm getting out of it, but it's my way of showing you how to get to the site. And if you're interested in that, and I'm sure Facebook and YouTube will make money off it like they do with their IDs, which is a bit annoying, but if it was on my own website, it'd be different. But it isn't, so, you know, it's one of those things. But I like to, support all breweries at the moment, because they're all going through tough times, as we all are in life at the moment. You know, it's tough, isn't it? Life is tough. Right, so, yeah, great stout. Totally enjoyed it. My first stout Keith. And as my mate Keith, he'd actually like this, wouldn't you, Keith? It's dead weird having a mate called Keith and then drinking stout Keith. I'll be tagging him later. When I tag Keith Brewery, I'll be tagging Keith as well. It was funny the other week because there was a ginger bottle of Keith. Was it crisp Keith or I don't know what it was? And I tagged him in only because it was ginger, just to wind him up. But yeah, really nice. Out of 5, 4.4 out of 5. And I think if it was at room temperature, it'd be even stronger. But I don't mind doing it at both temperatures for the moment anyway, because I'm going up the house soon with them. So it's from tomorrow, all up the house as it were. And which means I've got to do a bit of beer reviews in the kitchen, which is all good fun. Especially when people come in and say, "Oh God, what are you doing a beer review for, Dad?" But it's warmer than the shed. And by now, I'm normally up the arse doing beer reviews, to be honest. But you can't get away with doing sneaky reviews. So I can do sneaky reviews down here, then go up the arse and do another beer review. Things you do, eh? So, thanks for watching. See you soon. Cheers. And as always, stay safe. It's terrible times.